The third award for the evening, now in its 7th year, is the Qimpro Gold Standard for Healthcare. It is my privilege to announce that our Qimpro Gold Standard 2016 are Doctors Prakash and Mandakini Amte. May I request Paul to read the citation?
Dr. Mandakini Amte and Dr. Prakash Amte, healthcare philanthropists, Lok Biradari Prakalp, Gadchiroli, have been offering 24/7 social service in the field of medicine, education, and agriculture to the local tribals tirelessly for the past 4 decades. Dr. Mandakini completed her MBS from the Government Medical College, Nagpur in 1971 and a PG diploma in anesthesia in 1973. Dr. Prakash completed his MBS from the same college in 1971 and thereafter started his PG in surgery. During their years at college, and this probably is the time that they met, the two doctors realized they had similar ideals and life goals. They married in 1972, a benchmark for convergence in thinking, left brain and right brain. In 1974, Dr. Prakash, son of the legendary late Baba Amte, abandoned his postgraduate studies midway to enhance and enrich his father's challenging project, Lok Biradari. Dr. Mandakini too embraced this opportunity. The couple committed to each other to make the jungles of Gadchiroli their home thereafter. The dense forests experiences extreme monsoon for half the year. Initially, the doctors were without shelter, exclusively in the company of wildlife, determined, unafraid, devoted. Dr. Mandakini and Dr. Prakash have made a commitment that redefined their future behavior and consequent attitudes. At first, the tribals resisted formal medical help. They believed in witch doctors. The couple conquered the tribals with compassion and the results were outstanding. Further, the tribals spoke a different language. The couple learned that language. Today, along with distinguished volunteer doctors, they now treat cases of severe burns, bone fractures, cerebral malaria, diarrhea, dehydration, severe anemia, tuberculosis, pneumonia, complex maternity and vitamin deficiency disorders. They have made it happen through constructive behavior and a very positive attitude. Today, Lok Biradari has a state-of-the-art hospital catering to 45,000 patients annually, as well as performs at least 500 surgeries in the same time frame, thereby impacting the quality of lives of the ignored tribals. Over and above this, Doctors Mandakini and Prakash have initiated education for the tribal children. Their curriculum also includes skills for bamboo handicraft and agriculture. The hostel school at Lok Biradari is home to 650 students. Dr. Prakash loves wildlife. Amte's Animal Park is a wildlife orphanage and sanctuary in Gadchiroli. The Ark adopts young animals whose parents have been killed by the tribals. Currently, the Ark is home and parent to leopards, deer, bears, snakes, crocodiles, birds, owls, and more. Dr. Prakash Amte was awarded the Padma Shri in 2002. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present the ever so dedicated, tirelessly working doctor couple, Mandakini and Prakash Amte, to kindly step forward.
May I request Dr. Keku Kavrana and Dr. Adi Dastur to please felicitate them.
Namaste. I don't know what to say. Feel like that I am misfit in this crowd. I must thank Qimpro Foundation trustees and the juries for selecting both of us for this prestigious award. But thing is that my father is very well known for his leprosy work. Decided to take us for a picnic to Gadchiroli, where there were no roads, where there were no electricity, no communication. And when she shown us the plight of tribal, without clothes, no food to eat, completely have belief in black magic, witchcraft. And then he said, that was in 1970, we should do something for this tribe. I had graduated myself from Nagpur Medical College. I said, okay, Baba, if you start the work, I will carry on. Well, that was turning point in my life, 1970. We applied to the government of Maharashtra to give us a land to work there. As everybody knows, bureaucracy, they take a lot of time to give us. So they took 3 years. I was fortunate enough during those 3 years while doing post-graduation, I could get Mandakini as a partner. It was a love marriage. It's a sort of an accident, in fact. They don't think of future, what will happen afterwards. But he said, okay, I will come to the forest. He has seen the forest with rest houses and everything. And when we went there after the marriage, there was no place to stay. To build our own small cottage. Had few volunteers with the inspiration of Baba had joined me. But the most frustrating thing was not a single tribal patient used to come. They were afraid of you, civilized human being. We were wondering why they were afraid of civilized human beings. We studied their cultures, studied their language, and then came to know that most of these civilized persons who were working in the forest, in the form of forest officers, contractors, had exploited them. So they tried to keep away from these people, so-called civilized people. So we gave them a choice. Well, if anybody is sick or ill or serious, used to take them to a witchcraft. Used to ask for a sacrifice of chicken, goat, sometimes human sacrifice. But sometimes he used to say that now I am helpless, I can't cure your patient. And we gave them a choice. Such patients who were refused by your witchcraft, why don't you bring them here? The first patient I remember was brought on a small cot in a procession, 30 kilometers. The relatives lived with the patient, the rest of them went back. There was no investigation, zero investigation. A patient was critical, unconscious. How to diagnose? Read the book, decided on something. It was probably cerebral malaria. Gave him quinine, glucose. Third day he opened his eyes. And fifth day he carried his own cot on his shoulder, walking back the same way. That was the advertisement. and more patients started coming. Patient with burns, patient with bear bites, snake bites, fractures, deliveries. It was challenging because there was no X-ray, no pathological lab around. And then when we came to know the exploitation was because they didn't know about the rights, we started the school in 76. That was the second project. And given an opportunity, it was difficult, of course, to convince them, but I can say now that the first student of our first batch is a renowned gynecologist, has come back to the area, working for his own tribe. And of course, wildlife, little bit about wildlife. They used to kill and eat anything. We were shocked to see that they had killed the monkeys and the live baby was suckling the dead mother. They stopped them. Why don't you give that baby? They say, our children are hungry in the villages. They will eat that. They say, we'll give you rice in exchange of that baby, and that was my first animal, a small rhesus monkey. And as and when they started coming to the hospital, I said, why do you kill the young ones? why don't you bring the babies to us? The next time it was the deer and the bear and the leopard and crocodiles and whatnot. They lived with me openly, like my family members. Used to follow me to the river. Leopard, dogs, without chain, without any training. There were no vehicles, there was almost cut off area. It was an experience, you can even imagine 4 dogs, 2 leopards and bears coming following. Along with, of course, Mandakini. She is from city, had never seen any snake for that matter, not. But anyway, she had no complaints. Why this project has flourished? Because she never complained about anything. No friends, complete isolation, no entertainment. Had 2 deliveries, sons were educated in the same school with the tribal. One has become doctor, the second is an engineer, and both have come back and they are looking after the project now. Luckily, they are very good partners. Our elder daughter-in-law is from Goa and a gynecologist. And the younger is from Pune. She is educationist. She looks after the hospital, the elder one looks after the school, and the elder one looks after the hospital. Just one incident, because we were not gynecologists. We did deliveries, assisted them, forceps delivery. Sometimes we couldn't deliver the baby, so we had to sacrifice the baby by cutting it, hoping to save the life of mother and have another chance. We had to do quite a few times before my son got married. In 2003, he was looking for a medical graduate, but fortunately, she was a gynecologist. And from then onwards, 2003, Mandakini gives anesthesia and she performs cesarean section. So life of both the mother and baby is saved. So that way, 43 has 3 years are almost completed now. Living very happily life. No complaints. Society has given us a lot of love. We were totally away from media without repentance. But a lot of people have given us awards, love, money, everything, without asking for it. So that was the beauty of it. Once again, thank you, Sureshji. You were after me, telephoning me and all these things. All the trustees, the listeners, thank you very much. Namaste.